Hello, everyone. My name is Denise Hilliard, and together with my father, Richard Hilliard, I was hired by the IEA to manage U.S. tax-related matters and to primarily process the advances and reimbursements of U.S. taxes on IEA income. The IEA has asked me to give a brief introduction on the subject of U.S. taxes and to explain the reimbursement policy that the IEA has for U.S. taxes. Unfortunately, I will not be able to join the recruitment workshop for U.S. taxes on January the 20th, but my father, Richard Hilliard, will be there and he will answer all of the questions that you might have. Okay, let's get started. U.S. taxpayers, which includes U.S. citizens, green card holders, and resident aliens, are required to declare and pay taxes on their worldwide income. This means that every source of income has to be reported on the U.S. income tax return, and this also includes the IEA income. IEA salary is not exempt from taxation in the US, but it is considered foreign earned income, which comes with a certain benefit, which I will mention in just one moment. But before I do that, I just want to emphasize again that the filing process while living abroad is exactly the same as if you were living in the States. The only difference is that if you live abroad long enough to qualify for it, you can claim a foreign earned income exclusion. This exclusion can be claimed on Form 2555, and for tax year 2021, the maximum exclusion is $108,700. On top of this foreign earned income exclusion, there is also a housing deduction, which can be also claimed on Form 2555, and this can further reduce your taxable foreign earned income. In short, this means that the entire IEA income could possibly be reduced to zero by this exclusion. If this is not the case, for example, because a staff member does not qualify for the foreign earned income exclusion, or because the IEA income exceeds the foreign earned income exclusion threshold, then a staff member will have to pay a tax on the remaining amount. The IEA reimburses staff members for taxes paid on IEA income. A reimbursement can be requested for state and federal taxes, and it can be requested once the actual tax return is finalized and completed. One other important thing to note is that the IEA does not make any deductions on the IEA salary for tax purposes. This means that there is no tax withheld during the tax year, and it is the staff member's responsibility to make estimated tax payments if it is necessary. A staff member can request a U.S. tax advance to cover the estimated tax payments on IEA income. In case you would like to receive some additional information, you could check out publication 54 from the IRS, which is the tax guide for U.S. citizens and resident aliens abroad. And then we also have our external homepage, which is www.ustaxclaims.com, where you can also find some hopefully useful information. I hope you found this brief introduction to U.S. taxes interesting and useful, and in case you have any further questions, please feel free to ask my father during the Q&A session in the recruitment workshop. Once a staff member actually joins the IEA, there is a U.S. tax seminar that is held annually in February before the tax season, where we give a more detailed explanation of the filing procedure and the reimbursement program. But thank you for listening, and I'm looking forward to maybe meeting some of you personally once you actually join the IEA.